So today, we're off to check out another zoo. But this one's a little different. We are in Michigan City, Indiana, waiting for the Washington Park Zoo to open up. It's not one of your big fancy zoos. It's not even AZA accredited, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad or they don't take care of their animals. So I thought, why not stop by, check it out, bring you guys along with us and see what this place is all about. You hear a lot about AZA and how their stamp of approval means high standards. But there are other accrediting organizations out there too, and I figured, why not go see for myself? This zoo is tucked away on the southern edge of Lake Michigan, and the setting is beautiful. It's been here since 1928, right up against the lake. It's got this kind of rustic charm to it, built into this kind of natural hillside terrain, with tree-covered paths and a bunch of old stone buildings. The roots of this place go back even further than I thought. It actually started in 1925 when a retired animal trainer moved here with his pet brown bear. Yeah, a bear named Jake. That's how it all began. Word got around and the local fire department, which apparently used to take in exotic animals back in the day, donated a few more birds and animals, and the whole thing just snowballed from there. By 1928, the city got involved and the idea of a proper zoological garden took shape. They started building everything from scratch. Cages, pens, walkways, all from donated materials and with volunteer help. The first big project was Monkey Island in 1934, a little island with a moat, high walls, and tunnels connecting it all. A few years later, they built some of the big landmarks, like the observation tower that overlooks the lake. And the castle, which still houses small mammals, birds, and reptiles. That one went up in 1937 and it's still standing, still in use. But what really surprised me was just how much is actually here. I expected something much smaller, more modest, but this place is packed. Over 90 species from every corner of the world. Africa, Asia, Australia, both Americas. Eagles, wolves, zebras, lions, leopards, Arctic foxes, cougars, bears, the list goes on, and it's not just a bunch of animals behind fences. There are signs everywhere, cool facts, and education programs that clearly try to engage people of all ages. You can tell they're trying to do more than just display animals. They're trying to teach something too. A big part of their mission seemed to be focused on rescue. A lot of the animals here weren't born in captivity. Some were illegal pets that people couldn't handle. Others came from situations where they were injured and couldn't survive in the wild, so they couldn't be reintroduced. The exhibits and habitats they have built for these animals is what impressed me the most, with lots of enrichment and space for even the biggest animals in their care, and would probably rival most AZA-accredited facilities. Now let's talk accreditation. So yeah, this place isn't AZA accredited, but in 2016, they did get accredited by the ZAA, the Zoological Association of America. And honestly, I don't know much about them, but I did a little reading. Turns out they're also a nonprofit focused on wildlife management, conservation, and education. Similar goals to the AZA. They require a full facility review every 5 years to keep that accreditation. That's good to know, though I will say with AZA, inspectors drop in an additional twice a year between those 5-year check-ins, and I'm not sure if ZAA does the same. From a conservation standpoint, I didn't see a ton of external programs connected to the zoo. They had a few things, donation bins for endangered species efforts, and I saw some info about local beach cleanups along Lake Michigan, which is cool, but it wasn't heavy on the global conservation efforts you see from some of the larger AZA accredited places. So the focus feels more local, but definitely still meaningful. All in all, this place was a surprise, a real hidden gem that was bigger and nicer than expected, full of life, a little rough around the edges, and not the most stroller friendly with all those steps. The history's real, the animals are clearly cared for, and while it's not the flashiest zoo you'll ever see, it's got heart, and that's the most important thing to me when looking into whether or not to support a zoo or aquarium. Sure, AZA accredited might be the standard, but that doesn't mean they are the only ones out there doing good. If you're in the area and looking for something different from your typical zoo experience, this one is definitely worth checking out. So that's it. Drop a comment if you've ever been to a ZAA zoo or have thoughts on the difference between AZA and ZAA. I'd love to hear your take. See you in the next one.